Hey, all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for another clash against the Titans. This time we are on the map Monsoon. I decided to kind of, change it up a little bit, kind of spice things up. I don't really remember why I decided to do a different map or why I decided to do this map. Maybe I was looking for a quicker map, which this can tend to be. Maybe I was just trying to punish them for the other guys for annoying me for some reason. I don't know. I do know that there was a resounding groan from the challengers just because they figure this map, it's so confined, it's so small, there's basically just one attack path unless you go air. They figured that our superior health pool would just be enough to just dominate them, because usually in like a map like Megaton, they can kind of expand, they can try to deny expansions, and they can go across up different attack lanes, kind of keep us moving around. If we can't respond to where their army's at, then they can roll pretty far before we can stop them. So I think that was their concern here. We'll see if that's justified. I've spawned here right here in the 12 o'clock position as the purple Zerg, with my Titan ally Contrarian as the green Protoss, and we're going to have to watch out because we got an SCV here from one of the challengers, which is Bocephus, of course, the yellow Terran, and his allies are Spartan as the pink Protoss, and Dunamai as the teal Protoss, who's got his first gateway on the way. Gonna grab that first gas, try to get that gas going to get his warp gate research out. And it looks like we're just getting, we're getting a forge down for Spartan, and there goes that probe out. I guess he figured, dude, we cannot stand to go up against this map. Let's just go for a cannon rush, or maybe he's just gonna cannon in the center. Let's see where that probe lands himself. The SCV has scouted. The probe is gonna throw the pylon down right here, so he's gonna go right away for a cannon. A cannon contain, I guess, would be the correct nomenclature in this situation. And we can get that production tab up right there. There's not really much to see yet. And we're just getting their initial structure there. It looks like my pool is on the way. I decided not to expand, it looks like. Or did I? No, it's just an overlord. Oh, there's an overlord. He was spotting this expansion because we've done this map before for this, and have found that the challengers like to try to steal our bases, or at least try to block them off so we can't take them. So I wanted to make sure that didn't happen, but instead we've got some other nefarious things afoot, and there goes that first cannon down. We've got no units right now to defend against this. We do have Contrarian's gateway is here, but right now he's got no units to show for himself. We're just kind of sitting back, getting ourselves settled. We're going to start that Zergling speed. Do I have any Zerglings on the way? It doesn't look like just yet that I do, although I'm a bit supply block because I'm trying to get that queen out. And that overlord is about to pop, which will let me maybe get some Zerglings out. There they go. 4 Zerglings on the way. Of course, there's no watchtowers to take this map, but we already got the cannons starting up pretty aggressively, although a little weak here. If we had some beefy units, some stalkers, maybe some roaches, we could hit that pylon and, well, basically unpower these cannons pretty quickly. I've never been quite sure. Pylons have 320 total health. Cannons got 240. So in the case where you got 2 cannons powered by 1 pylon, is it worth it to kill the pylon off, or is it better just to quickly kill the 2 cannons? Because if you kill the pylon off, the cannons immediately stop. But if you kill the 2 cannons off, I mean, you focus one down, it'll go down quicker, and then you're cutting the damage that's done in half. But it's not going to matter. He's going to get the second pylon up. Do the pylons have a base armor? Armor 1. No, they both have an armor of 1, so that's not a relevant concern. Oh, and we do have a Stargate coming out here for Dunamai. Probably going to go see if he can find that V key. Not even going to bother with that warp gate technology, so that explains the early gas. He wants to go for some early air pressure, getting a stalker out regardless, and the Lings are going to sweep around looking for those cannons, but they haven't found them just yet, but they might be making their way over there. Are they going to see it? Do they see it? No, they don't see it. It did not scout, although it has already been significantly started. And it looks like I've gone a bit defensive, throwing up some spines. I'm not really sure what that's about. I guess since I didn't early expand, wasn't sure how many units I'd be able to get out early. Well, I should be able to get more out early without an expand, but the expand is going down right now. I'm going to take this forward one, because if we can secure it, then that leaves this one and this one to take at our leisure. If I were to grab one of these back ones, sure, it'd be safer and easier to secure, but then this one's open to being taken over by our opponents, or just flat out denied. So we do not yet know the nefariousness of what is going on just outside of our vision range, and more cannons going down. What has Spartan got going aside from that? Absolutely nothing. He's just now completing his cybernetics course, so he's just been all cannons, as you can see. He could even put more down, but he's obviously decided he's going to take gas despite the fact that he's going a no gas opening. A complete no gas opening. This is absolutely a waste of probes. He could be getting so many more minerals, maybe even be able to afford an expansion to fund all this. I mean, cannons are just so expensive that if they don't work, then you basically just screwed yourself pretty heavily. But he's just going to cannon off that section on the map. That is going to be a pain in our sides once we discover it, which we haven't yet. We're pretty defensive right now, which I think might be a mistake. We got to keep active. You got to keep map vision. You got to keep map control. You got to know what your enemies are doing, or stuff like this happens. And it looks like the void production has begun. 2 void rays at a time. Oh, well, no, I can afford another. Well, no, he can't. Definitely needs to get that expansion up and running. Oh, it's just thrown down that expansion, so that's going to be way behind for him. And what do we got coming here from our Terran Challenger? Just Marine Marauder right now. He's got the factor of getting the starport. I'm assuming that's going to be from Medivacs, but he definitely does not have his infantry going yet. He might want to focus on that. He does combat shield on the way. Marauder slow. It has been completed. No stim pack yet. Might want to consider that, although he's a little bit low on money. Needs to get these mules. Well, he's got low energy on that orbital. Yeah, I guess he's keeping the orbital energy low, so he is using his energy, but still he does not quite have the mineral income just yet to afford what he's going for, I think, because these barracks now are just sitting here idle, and he really can't afford to do much off of them. Throwing down an armory even. What is this armory for? I don't know exactly. I mean, he's just getting +1 armor. He does have +1 attack, so I guess he's trying to go for an early 2-2 upgrades. So I guess that could justify the armory, but he really needs to get his economy rolling right now, I think. Maybe just delay that armory just a little bit. I mean, the armory is probably going to be done before his armor upgrade is, so yeah, definitely. So he could delay that just a bit to get some more workers out. And right now, ooh, we supply block 2 supply depots on the way. That's going to put his macro down a little bit, but we have a little bit. He's got an insurance policy and a frick ton of cannons. Oh, but those void rays are moving out right now. Is there any defense here? None whatsoever. Throwing out a roach swarm, which is going to be next to worthless. Have we even discovered these cannons yet? We have finally seen that there is a cannon going up here, and just more and more and more cannons. Going to keep an eye on those void rays, but it looks like we have Blink on the way for Contrarian. We do have any Robo. We don't have Robo right now, so he's just going pure Twilight Council. He's got double forge, but presently not using them. What kind of upgrades does he got already? He just got the 1-1 right now, and is he going air? He's getting +1 air attack. There's nothing else I think he would be getting here. And here come the void rays. There's nothing here right now. I don't know where this queen is going. Oh, she's dropping some creep. We gotta run those drones out of there. Going to lose this expansion. The queen's gonna try to help out foolishly, I must say. And it looks like the V key might be winning the day again, or at the very least winning the battle. And it looks like these Stalkers are trying to get over there. Blink is not yet done, though, which would be invaluable right here. He is going double Stargate right now, but he's already going to be behind because Dunamite's already got a healthy air army started, and he's still producing more, but they're going to be trying to chasing those down. They might be able to get one, but no, he turns them around. Oh, no, he does manage to get one of them. And if they had Blink, they could easily Blink up here and try to intercept these, but Blink is just not quite finished yet. He's going to do his best to try to catch up. Nope, he's not. They're going to get away. And a couple of drones are gonna say goodbye to them. And it looks like we're finally doing some production right here. Looks like we've just gone straight up from cannon, contain rush, right into Colossus tech. And oh, looks like Blink is now finished. He's going to be poking around here in the enemy encampment, but they are moving out there. We do have the double 2-2 on the way for our Terran here. And oh, if he catches them, but oh, he's going to waste that Blink now. And so these Void Rays, oh, if he'd stayed down there a little bit longer, he might have been able to see and snipe every last one of those. Double Void Ray production is started on both of these Protoss, one on either side. And trying to get a creep tumor down there. Is he going to snipe it? Yes, unfortunately he is. Dropping creep there just so I can get the tumor on the low ground. And are they going to try to take on? Yes, they're going to try to take this on. And a Blink 4 is going to be able to get another one. Can he get another Void Ray? We need to thin these numbers out as much as possible. Make him pay for this investment. Don't lose out. No, there you go. And he's going to get another one. So that's going to thin those out a little bit. Not really got much in the way of reinforcements. 2 more are just going to pop, which is going to pretty much just help him recoup his losses right now. And throwing down some spores right there, but we still have this ever-encroaching issue right here. Got some creep started to kind of hopefully curtail what's going on up here. But we have the Colossus. He could easily send that Observer forward and snipe that creep tumor at any moment, though. And so we're going to put some spores here, kind of defend that expansion. Of course, they can still swing around here quite easily. Getting that expansion back up again. Contrarian is going to be expanding again to this northern base. I don't know. We're kind of contained. We check. Let's check the units lost right now. I lost quite a bit, but Dunamai's lost a lot in Void Rays. I don't know if that's going to be good for him right now. This flank should be fairly well protected. Looks like they did manage to get the Roach Warren, so I got that going up again. Figuring probably Roaches are going to be the best thing I can do against these cannons right now, unless I get Broodlords out, which doesn't look like I'm anywhere near that tech path. I'm going to get Hydras out instead, which if the Colossus production continues is not going to be very good. And throwing up more cannons, seriously. Okay, here, let's do a count. He's got 16 cannons. That is, anyone want to do the math? 150 times 16. That is 2,400 minerals invested solely in cannons. That is almost 2 full mineral patches used up in cannon. And it looks like the boys are going to try to poke in here, but no, that was a mistake. But they are going to get out of there with their lives. Oh, but he's got to be careful because he could blink on the low ground, and he's going to do that. A little bit of blink micro is going to get 1 Void Ray, 2 Void Rays, 3 Void Rays, and oh, he's not pulling his Void Rays out, but they are focusing on the Stalkers. But I think, oh, it's very, very close. He's going to blink back. There's a little bit of blink micro. I think he's going to be able to take this because there's not enough Void Rays left to do the damage that he needs. And yep, he is going to finish off that Void Ray army. Oh, but it's going to be just barely. Oh, no, don't let him get away. And he is going to finish those Void Rays off. That's going to put him way behind. Although he does have 4 more Void Rays, but still, even producing 2 at a time, that's got to hurt quite a bit. And just now getting Warp Gate research out. But he's been going pure Void Rays. Maybe he realized he needs to do a little bit of a change up. We got 3-3 coming here for Bocephus, who we have not even seen or heard from yet. He's getting a huge infantry right now. But the problem is that he doesn't have any way of advancing. If he tries to funnel through anything here, if we got any kind of range or splash damage, we can just kind of pick them off as they're going through. So I don't know how good these guys are going to be unless he wants to make a few more medevacs and just kind of go for a doom drop. But instead, we're going to find him trying to sneak this expansion here. And it looks like Katrina's got Void Rays out of his own. 1-1-1 upgrades for those Void Rays compared to the upgrades of Dunamai, which are at just 1-1. And no additional upgrades on the way for either one of them. Nope, either one of them just yet. Just making pure Void Rays. Looks like Dunamai's going to be getting a Robo out. Maybe he's given up on the Void Ray tech. He's going to swing around maybe to help out here, but I don't think there's any danger here. There's plenty of Marines. And then he's just going to throw up missile turrets. So they're just going for defensive towers right now. Although I've got quite a few myself. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I got quite a few defensive towers myself, but I don't have very good anti-air right now. Although, where is my army? What, I have... I don't know where my army is right now. I mean, it doesn't look like they've made any attack on this front door. So, and still more cannons. If we just went all air right now and basically just ran around this, we'd win, I think. Because even if they try to push with these Colossus, just swing your air back around and snipe those Colossus, they can't shoot up. So, I don't know if my Roach Hydra army is really the right choice right here. I mean, how much of this have we seen? Only just a little bit right now. And it looks like I've burrowed a Ling here, although Spartan can see it, but they're not going to bother sniping it, so I'm going to keep them from trying to steal that expansion. And, oh, I'm going to be throwing creep tumors right here, but, oh, it looks like they're going to be able to sniff that one out. But I am denying them both the golds right now. Can they see this? I don't see any observers right now, and he's going to try to swing around. There's a lot of spores here. Oh, and a quick scan, though, is going to clear that out, so the creep is going to recede almost early. Oh, stop. Leave my creep tumors alone. That's just not cool, brah. Not cool at all. So that is going to push the creep spread back. These probes, they really want this base. Although, we did force them to use a scan there, although his energy's getting up there a little bit, but he might be saving a little bit of it for scans. He still seems to be using his meals pretty well. But these Void Rays, looks like they're just poking around, looking for a fight. Yeah, and he still wants to get that up, but he's going to have to wait for the creep to recede just a little bit more. And, oh, if we get those Stalkers over there, they got to be careful of these Colossi. They can shoot pretty far right now. And it looks like I'm just getting my Hydras out. You got to be careful. I do have Hydras up here. I don't think I have enough Hydras. I am going way too many Roaches and not enough Hydras right now. So that is definitely a problem. I don't know where this Roach is going. And I don't know where my focus is right now, but I'm going to pull my Roaches back finally. And he's just going to retreat out of there. And see, look, they're funneling through here. If we had anything out here to take these on, Storm would be great. Fungals would be great. I'm going to pull these spores forward, but I need to get these things burrowed pretty quickly because they're going to go down pretty quick. But no, here comes the attack, and here comes the Void Rays of Contrarian. But those Marines are going to make short work of it, I think. Oh, but he does have He does have the mothership, which is unfortunately is in range right here. And so it's not going to last very long to protect these ward rays. And yeah, just got decimated. And it looks like the attack is on. I mean, this is over. I mean, they just can and contained us, and my Roach Hydra, I don't know what information I had at what given time, but that was just absolutely the wrong decision right here. I was going for some beef. Should have paid a little bit more attention to what they were doing, and they just got superior forces right here. And oh yeah, obviously it was the lag. Well, obviously it was. I mean, definitely you all saw it was the lag. Definitely that was the problem. But it looks like the challengers are going to win this one, and after all that complaining they did about the map, all that complaining they did, and it didn't matter, because that also basically let them cannon the center of the map, which, I mean, you got to spend so much trying to deal with that many cannons, you might as well just go around them. Something I learned from my very first game in Starcraft 2, you can go back, it's my very first cast, it was my very first game in Starcraft 2, and you saw what happened when I invested so much in just trying to kill the cannons instead of just going around them. And it didn't look quite like this, but, you know, somewhat similar. But I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.